December 14th, 2013. Alamodome, San Antonio, Texas. Round 1. Marcos Maidana charges across the ring and lands a shot that buckles Adrien Broner's knees. Broner smiles. He actually smiles. He turns his back, taunts the crowd, plays to the cameras. He thinks this is still a performance. It was not a performance. Round 2. Maidana unloads a left hook that sends Broner to the canvas for the first time in his professional life. 27 fights, never been down. He's down now. The Alamodome erupts. Broner gets up. He survives. He even finds his rhythm in the middle rounds. Sharp counters, the Philly shell doing its job. For a moment, it looks like the old Broner might be in there. Then round 8 arrives. Body shot, left hook. Down goes Broner again. Second time in one night, when the final bell rings and the judges' scorecards are read. 115 to 110, 116 to 109, 117 to 109. All for Maidana. Adrien Broner does not wait to hear his name. He walks straight out of the ring without a word, without congratulating the winner, without facing the crowd. The fans booed. They threw drinks at him as he made his way to the dressing room. Part 1 was the rise. This is part 2. After the Maidana loss, Broner said all the right things. He apologized for walking out. He said he wanted the rematch. He said he'd be back. And for a stretch, it looked like he might be. He reeled off a few wins, even stopped Khabib Alakverdiev in October 2015 to win the vacant WBA light welterweight title, making him a 4-division world champion. 4 in the pound-for-pound conversation at just 26 years old. But the cracks kept showing. In between those wins, there was a racially offensive comment about Carlos Molina's Mexican heritage that got him suspended by the WBO. Judges scored it 117 to 111, 116 to 112, 116 to 112, all Pacquiao. And then Adrien Broner stepped to the mic for the post-fight interview.
What did you think about the fight?
I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him.
He looked directly into the camera and said, "I controlled the fight. He was missing. I beat him." He then accused the interviewer of being biased and walked off entirely. June 18th, 2018, a nightclub in Cleveland, Ohio called the Park Social Lounge. A woman sitting with friends is attacked by Adrien Broner. He pins her to a couch and forcibly kisses her. She struggles. She cannot free herself. One of Broner's associates pulls him off after someone nearby snaps a photo. She reports it to police. Broner is indicted in October 2018 on charges including gross sexual imposition, a 4th-degree felony. He eventually pleads guilty to the lesser charges of misdemeanor assault and unlawful restraint. He is sentenced to probation. The victim files a civil suit. In December 2019, Cuyahoga County Judge Nancy Margaret Russo awards the victim over $830,000. Economic damages, emotional damages, punitive damages, legal costs. Broner never shows up to defend himself in the civil case. And here is where it gets almost impossible to reconcile. The man who once said his initials AB stood for about billions was now telling a judge, under oath, that he had $13 in his bank account. $13. The judge's response was direct. Mr. Broner has continually defied every court order I've given. She sent him to jail for contempt in November 2020. Then in 2020, he was arrested again, this time for DUI in Miami. Then in October 2021, jailed a second time for a parole violation after failing to enroll in a court-mandated alcohol treatment program. The man who once made $1.5 million for a single fight was building a resume in courtrooms. He came back to the ring in 2021, beating Giovanni Santiago by decision. Then in June 2023, a win over Bill Hutchinson. Small fights, necessary paychecks. Then June 7th, 2024, Blair Cobbs, unanimous decision loss. Broner's most recent fight. His record now stands at 35 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. His last victory of any real significance feels like a lifetime ago. And maybe that's the cruelest part of this story, because Adrien Broner was genuinely, undeniably talented. The 4-division titles weren't accidents. The hand speed was real. The defensive instincts were real. At his peak, before Maidana exposed him, and before the weight of everything outside the ring buried what was left. He was something special. But built for fighters means more than talent. It means the decisions you make when no one's watching, in the gym when it's uncomfortable, in the courtroom when you're out of excuses, in the mirror when the story you're telling yourself stops matching the one everyone else can see. Adrien Broner was forged by pressure early. The streets, the jail time before his pro debut, the amateur grind. But somewhere between the first belt and the fourth, the pressure stopped shaping him and started breaking him. The question boxing always asks about Adrien Broner is, what could he have been? The answer is uncomfortable, because it might be Floyd Mayweather. Not in terms of record or legacy or Hall of Fame certainty, but in terms of ceiling. The raw material was that good. The platform was that large. The moment was right there. What happens next for him is genuinely unknown. He's 36 years old. He still fights. He still believes. Whether that's admirable or something else is a question every person watching has to answer for themselves. What we know is this: boxing doesn't give second acts to people who aren't willing to do the first act right. And Adrien Broner, for all the highlight reel knockouts, for all the championship belts, for all the moments where he looked like the most gifted fighter on the planet, never fully figured that out. This is KKE Made Under Pressure. Like and subscribe if this series hit, and if you want to see who we break down next, it's already in the works. We'll see you there.